Hey guys, Pirate Matthew here from Tweed Music. I'm here to show you a couple of pedals today. These two in particular go remarkably well together, and they've each got something pretty special about them. They're here in the case to look out and try. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the pedals and what they do, and then I'll play them briefly for you and show you the awesomeness contained therein. So, right over here we've got the Fender Reverb, which is a Tremolo reverb pedal. Stand that up so you can look at it here. On the right-hand side, we've got the reverb section. This is a 2-in-1 pedal. Reverb on the right here, and tremolo on the left. The choices for the reverb are a 63, a 65, and a plate. And you can adjust the blend, the dwell time, and the tone on those. And they do a really great job of mimicking a spring reverb in a tank. On the left-hand side, you have the tremolo circuit, and you have three types of trem you can choose from. You can have an optical trem with inside this pedal has an actual photo cell, so there's an actual LED. It's a true optical pedal. Center is a bias, which is like a tube trem, and then harmonic is a completely different style. It's a harmonic tremolo, and I'll show you what that sounds like a little bit later on. I have this here pretty much to warm up the signal. What I really want to show you is this Smolder Acoustic Overdrive pedal from Fender. When you attach an overdrive pedal to an acoustic guitar, often enough you find the sound tends to be kind of reedy and fizzy, and then you have real bad feedback problems in the lower frequency range. This pedal has a few things that help with that. Let me see if I can tilt it up here, make it easier to see. Just come down that way. There we go. Well, that didn't help. All right, let's try it this way. So right here off the top, we've got a tone knob, which will changes the overall tone. Treble and bass. This pickup compensation is a roll-off that reduces low frequency that kind of really kills a lot of those big body res feedbacks that you get from an acoustic when you're overdriving it. Here's an overall level for the effect, a blend, so you can blend the guitar's dry signal in with the overdriven, and then a drive function here. One of the greatest things about this particular overdrive is that it actually has amp modeling built in, so it models a deluxe reverb directly from Fender. So what that means is you can plug this directly into a full range speaker, which I have done. These pedals are going out to this Behringer Eurolive B12. It's just a powered speaker, PA speaker with no EQ operations, just flat EQ on the back of this one. You can adjust it, but I have them all set to 5s. So when you play this through a speaker that doesn't have any flavor to it, this amp modeling is going to warm up the tone and make it sound as if you're playing through a deluxe reverb. That happens whether you plug it into a powered speaker like this or a PA. So you can run directly out into whatever soundboard you've got and have that amp sound, but without all the pesky amps. So I'm going to plug these in. I've already got this plugged in over here. I've got a 0013 Martin here that I'm going to test these on. And I think I'm going to set this down a little bit so I can show you what's going on. Try to concentrate on these pedals here, because we're not here to hear me play or see me play. We're here to watch these pedals. It's going to be upside down, but I'll talk you through it. Let's just do it like this. Should have figured this out before I started shooting, but that's okay. It is what it is. So here are the pedals, and here's what the dry sound sounds like directly through this full range speaker. Just a plain, I've got the tone knob set to the center and about 75% volume for headroom. So. Feedback I'm getting, that low feedback that's rumbling through. I'm also sitting right in front of the speaker with an acoustic, so probably not optimal. But I'm going to activate this overdrive here, and right now I've got everything set at noon, so it's pretty much in the middle, but you're going to hear a different amp tone out of it than just the straight speaker. Up on when I dig in, you can hear it starting to break like a tube does. So I'm going to turn the blend up a little bit. So this will be all pedal. I'm going to go all the way to 10 on this, and I'm going to bring the drive back just a little. I'm going to adjust the PA or the EQ just a little, and I'll show you this pickup compensation in just a moment. So let's turn that off, and this would be as if you're running your guitar through a tube screamer or something similar. Get this, I'm going to get quite a bit. The drive isn't all the way up, and I'm already getting some body reds. Even though I'm sitting right in front of the speaker, this pickup compensation will do this. It just rolls those low tones off, those low mids and lows. I'm going to adjust my tone to make it sound not so thin. So I'm going to blend it fully open, and then I'm going to open the drive all the way here, bring the level back just a hair, and I'm going to peg that compensation because this is going to be a heavy drive in here. Let's get a little treble boost, roll off the bass a little. I can let that ring and it doesn't feed back. I mean, it does, but it's controllable. It's pretty controllable feedback on there. So it's a little heavy on the drive, so I'm going to back that up a little and take the blend out so you get a little acoustic signal through it. That's right about where I like it. Back the drive up just a little more, bring in a little more acoustic, turn the level up a hair. A nice clean signal, but it's flavored warm like you would get through a tube amp, especially when you dig in a little. Then we come over here to the reverb, add a little bit of 65 spring reverb to it. For me, let's go there. Blend it down there. Then we'll add a tremolo in. There's the bias trem. That's kind of like a tube tremolo. Optical is here. It's that nice on and off sound, and then the harmonic is there. There it is, the Smolder Acoustic Overdrive. One last thing about this pedal that's spectacular that you can do, you can run an electric through this, just a standard any electric guitar, and you just take the pickup compensation off so that it's not rolling off any of your low frequencies. You can run your electric through this into any full range speaker or PA, and it's got a bonus amp sim built in, so it'll sound just like you're playing through deluxe reverb directly into your board. So come out and try this thing out. It's pretty epic. We've got it here in the cabinet just for you to take a look at.